It's Portugal versus Ireland now.
Only going.
Portugal versus Ireland.
We go.
We love to watch some Overwatch, so this is...
Oh, Unco. I'm pretty sure it was Unco as well. I remember that.
So far, Ireland now running into the backline with pure Irish does have the immortality.
I don't know who else was on the team.
Trying to take the Hanzo duel on the low ground. They're towards the point. Storm, no reflection off the wall, but no geometry. Maybe Kurama did not take that back in elementary school. He's trying to find that front line. Does do the Sonic Arrow. Throws the Sonic Arrow.
I think this one's going to be a better matchup. I think Denmark is just too strong of a team. So Portugal versus Ireland is probably going to be a lot better.
Does get picked off by Faith on that Hanzo, doing a great job now. Re-engaging is Ireland.
Chat, who was the other support for Rogue?
Portugal, Ireland
I don't even know who the tank was.
Portugal in the mount.
Yeah, and the adjustment as well. Now Ireland is playing Hanzo here on the very first round here of Antarctic Peninsula. So recognizing that the Sojourn didn't work out, you flex over to the Hanzo and Faith finds the opening pick to really get Ireland going here, and you're already building ultimates. You already have the amplification matrix. You have an annihilation. So now it's on Ireland. Maintain this momentum. Don't get picked by Kurama. This is their opportunity.
Okay, let's see if they can come back in Faith now. Looking for those shots the entire
here you go, here you go. Not was a tank. Wins was a support. Unco was a support. Nico was a DPS.
Until now, Ireland gets maximum value
an
out of the
AKM.
defensive hold with that Ant Matrix. Dizzle and the rest of Portugal will try to back up and not use any ultimates. Just gonna take a fast wipe. Lucio even wants to die too to get back to spawn.
That's what you love to see if you support Team Ireland here. Portugal, they do have 5 ultimates coming online, but still Ireland only invested the sole amplification matrix. Portugal, you want to find some stability here. You want to come to grips in this matchup because you just were defeated by Denmark 2-0. You got to find some momentum and get some good plays going your side and then use that for your advantage. And there it is. Ooh! That's exactly what you want to see from Kurama.
I think they switched out Nico and AKM because AKM played the Soldier 76 a lot, and Nico was playing the Genji.
Ultimate, usually don't see people die to Dragon Strike that late, but oh my god.
Team Ireland is rolling right now, though.
Dragon Strike. That's impressive. I don't know where Ireland found themselves, but that's a good Dragon Strike from Kurama. You still have 4 ultimates on your side, so Ireland 68% in percentage, but Portugal, they can maybe utilize this to their advantage.
Yeah, they're trying to come, or trying to hold rather, you know, with those ultimates, like you said. They did deal with, or they did force out Nut and Faith to use both of their ultimates, so they will be up in this fight. Ant Matrix committed from Dizzle. The disengage now from Ireland to the low ground. Do they actually want to re-engage here? Looks like they do, but that Ant Matrix is still going to be in the fight. And same with that May ultimate. So Portugal was ready. We'll see if they opt to commit any more ultimates. A beat drop from GCB. They want to win this fight.
Oh my god, the peel to save their tank, the beat, the immortality field, holy, still survive.
Yeah, it's a tough sound barrier for GCB, and it's going to die later in this fight as well. So Ireland investing ultimates, the Blizzard as well, but just not finding any value. I love this aggressive play coming out from Portugal as well. Dropping the Blizzard, finding these picks early in these fights. Yes, you only have a sound barrier to work with now.
How the hell did he live then? I thought I saw a beat. My old eyes, they're
100% winnable. They do, you know, supports. They do say, you know, I know a lot of tank players, Johnny, say that, you know, supports are the ones that dictate the meta.
Was it just immortality that kept them alive the whole time? Oh my god, yeah, Ireland did the beat. I thought,
or yeah, with that ultimate in
I thought it was the Portugal.
Ready to go with beat drop as forward goes Ireland into Kurama, hitting that ultimate, then dropping the dragon, or sorry, hitting the shot and then dropping the dragon strike. Now that immortality field comes back to save him too, and Rod is there with the peel perfectly disengaged.
This is actually a really good series. This is the series that I like. Both of the teams look really even. It looks, it's not a roll. It's not 100-0
here on the broadcast, a name we're not totally familiar with in the competitive scene. Kurama has really showed up and finding these picks early for his team. This is the World Cup, Dustin. This is the World Cup, and Kurama is showing up for it.
It's all on the line, and he is putting on his anime protagonist form right now, looking for the shots. Doesn't find the kill, but does at least put some pressure down. You know, GCB doing a good job avoiding these shots. Now Ireland goes forward with the Ant Matrix of Nut, but it's a bit too far back.
This guy's peeking a window.
Disengaging, still having that beat drop, an aggressive dive. They want to use it early, and now that gives Kurama the opportunity to go forward, double jumps, but actually gets pummeled into the dirt. No immortality field to save him. It was there, but a little bit too late, and now Lomazu's been
Portugal's going to win. They're going to have their ults before Ireland.
Ireland on their push as they almost
There's no way Portugal doesn't win this team fight.
They got 3 here.
If Portugal loses this team fight, chat, I'm going to get naked on stream.
that regenerative burst, but eventually it's Ego and his ultimate with the Annihilation to clean up towards this point to give Portugal map round number 1.
What a turnaround from Portugal, finding themselves down 68% in our opening round here on the Antarctic Peninsula.
Wait, Ireland is pulling out the Farah Mercy, Tracer, Diva. Portugal is still staying with the May, and I'm pretty sure Hanzo, right?
Yeah, and nothing to really deal with this far as well. Like, Kurama might be good on the Hanzo, but can you log a Farah out of the sky? This is going to be an uphill task for Portugal, in my opinion.
Yeah, might be.
Great bio nade.
Nice nade from Nut onto that back line. Forces Portugal to rotate towards the point. Still having that immortality field, though, is Dizzle doing a good job holding on to it. I believe he has it. There we go. Another AT grenade connects from Nut. Faith and Sinex
oh my God,
off of that nade, but Portugal's not out of it yet. They still got Kurama in this fight. They still have the May on the coastal side, but against this Farah, what does he do? Unfortunately, it's nothing. That Farah shuts him down, and Ireland now come back with some form of consistency.
Not with some huge plays for his team there. Not only the first nade to start building some ultimate generation and putting pressure on Team Portugal, the second one with a 4-man biotic grenade. That is going to just help your Farah and Tracer out so much in finding these picks. So
no, chat, come on,
maybe
dude.
something Ireland can lean on here. You're starting to build some ultimates. Full-spawn not quite up yet for Faith, but if you get the immortality field out, you're really starting to open the door here for Sinex to get another pick onto this.
I mean, they're just not able to deal with this Farah at the moment. Just spamming through.
Yeah, they can't.
As they just can't deal with it.
Who's going to kill the Farah?
The choke. Nobody.
I'm actually.
I mean, what, it makes some swaps. Kurama's now on the Tracer. Is that the pick, Johnny? Like,
no, I'm actually really surprised they don't go like.
Yeah, I mean, it's so
something.
difficult because now Sinex has a barrage as well. You can't really negate that damage if you're the Ramatra, right? You can't.
I'm actually really surprised they're not going hit scan. What they're going to probably try to do is try to kill the floor and then try to kill the Farah last. But I don't think that's going to be it.
Oh my God! I didn't even know Lucio could get up this high. Skates to the top. Kind of like a, well, I don't know, it was like he was skating at the top. That was literally insane. But now the nano comes through from Sinex, has that barrage ready to go. Nothing to appeal for except the sleep dart, but he cannot connect.
My
and
God.
Sinex finds 2 as Kurama trades back Faith, but that's only 1 kill. And unfortunately, in this situation, Johnny, we talked about math earlier, 2 is greater than 1. Now Kurama has to back up and regroup, but 70% now on the board for Ireland.
Yeah, so they swap over to the Sombra here. This is definitely uncomfortable for Portugal. They're not quite sure what to play. Ego is going to stick to the Ramatra because he has that Annihilation. Flamenco has to be crucial here.
Oh, there's a Sombra that's going to try to get on the nut.
Flamenco looking for that hack, like you mentioned, looking for
Sombra wants that nut.
That's a very important target to shut down. They said the Lucio to come after him, but
Nut with the sleep!
I mean, maximum value on the end. If he got a kill there, that would be insane, but unfortunately, he does get traded out. However, that's so many cooldowns committed just to take out Nut. That might have done it for Ireland on this round to bring us to that round number 3.
Fucking shot, bro. This is a series, bro. This is a series.
Here. We're going to that round number. Well, they're still touching. Okay, I'm calling it a bit too early, but with this overtime ticking down, they're going to come through, try to stagger. Kurama comes through with a touch, has to recall out, though. Lucio will be here. We're going through progressions, but eventually the overtime ticks down. And Johnny, we have that round number 3.
We have a game on our hands, Dustin. We have a game on our hands. What a turnaround from Ireland. They're playing the Farah composition and some great biotic grenades from Nut. I arguably want to stick on the Ana here. If I'm Nut, I'm feeling it. No, I'm swapping over to the Baptiste.
Wait, what?
I get it. It's the right choice. I get it, Dustin.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like,
if I'm Nut, I'm feeling it right now. Wait, what? Jay, how to counter a Farah Mercy by going hit scan and shooting him.
I
mean, I don't think they're going to play Farah Mercy in here because there's a ceiling, there's a roof. They're not going to be able to fly too high. They're going to be really close.
So don't count Ireland up in
the fight.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, Ireland tries to shut out this choke of Portugal, but, you know, they're blocking out Portugal indeed. With Flamenco finding that opening pick on the Faith has started to come online on the May, maybe starting to hit those icicles that he needed to hit earlier. And now Portugal forcing out that immortality field.
This is actually the series that I like, though, chat. Like I've been saying. I like these close series. It's 1-1. It's the final map. Whoever wins
yeah, Flamenco's May
basically gets the first map. I like it. I don't like the steamrolling ones.
In these Ramatra battles, right? And if you wonder about the win condition for these teams, I mean, you want a great angle for your Hanzo to deal all this damage, right? Because you have to deal with the Ramatra shields. You have to poke the Ramatra shields down.
Hear me out. Sombra hacks into my uncle's phone to find out what
huge issue for Ireland.
Streamers he
Ireland needs to find
to.
something to get into equal positioning, equal footing in these team fights.
He's already looking for that backline. They're trying to get, like you mentioned, that equal footing, but it's tough when they're all grouped together. They try to explode out of the choke, but against this May wall, they have to slow down. Now they're surrounded off angle of the Hanzo of Portugal, looking for those shots constantly on that backline with Lucio, but Ireland decides to press the go key. They want to dive onto this backline, or rather play aggressive onto that backline, but they haven't been able to find a kill. But until now, Pure Irish does find Flamenzo. However, with the May ultimate, Kurama is able to get Pure Irish. Eagle also connects on a Synex, and again, Ireland is split off. They leave their team in the dust as Portugal did commit some ultimates.
Yeah, that was a great look from Ireland, though. They push aggressively, and they actually find the high ground that they need to win that fight. But because Portugal won that initial fight, Flamenzo is going to get this Blizzard a little bit earlier, and that makes all the difference in that fight, being able to find a couple of picks for Team Portugal. But Ireland, they can come back here. They got an amplification matrix, they got annihilation.
Because the World Cup, like, actual games start instead of the wildcard games. I wonder if they're going to play on the Junker Queen patch or not.
Portugal has realized the situation.
That'd be kind of cool. They just switch up the patch and, you know, make up the games a little different.
Holding on to it.
Nut is getting frozen right now on how to use his immortality.
But uses the immortality field as Ego commits his own ultimate to try to win this fight still, and they're doing so quite well. Ireland was too split for the beat drop of GCB to get any value, and they're already shut out. They did capture the point, but it's a little rough now
chat.
for Ireland.
I think Ireland's going to take the L first map.
I mean, the map would have been over at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a good job by Ireland controlling the point there and putting some point pressure onto Portugal. Now they have one more fight in them to swap over to the Sombra, perhaps getting the hack off onto Rod's sound barrier.
Yeah, he's looking
I don't
for that back
I don't even know
pressure.
Overwatch League players, bro. I don't watch Overwatch League. I don't watch contenders that much. I'm sure I wish I could do more of it, but
and also counter Maywall
more with from Portugal.
So that's already used. The beat drop is now here for Dizzle as well. Ant Matrix for Ireland to continue this pressure, as well as the annihilation from Pure Irish gives them the kill onto Ego and to Rod. So you called it, Johnny. They had that recontest pressure. They have the ultimates to recontest with, and they do so quite well.
Yeah, they found something that works for them. They're not interested in
used all their ults. They have no ults. Portugal
they want to play on the point instead, and it works beautifully here. You had the amplification matrix and you had the annihilation. This is going to be the most difficult fight, though. Crucial that Faith builds up this EMP going into this fight. I'd love to see him just get some damage out, because they're gonna need this ultimate for this upcoming one, especially with Flamenzo having that Blizzard ready to go.
Wait, he's looking for the hack now on a crumb up. Lucio Peel.
Damn, he's trying to get his EMP. He needs to get his EMP for this next fight. And then he just uses EMP and then wins the next team fight.
Engaged on, so he's now out of the fight. As the rotation came through into Portugal, they've already forced Ireland to drop to the point, and it might be too little too late for them now. Immortality to keep them alive, but the main ultimate was connected from Flamenzo.
He has his EMP, but I don't think he's going to be able to flip with just him and two supports, and everyone's like 1 HP.
Versus 5 EMP late, they can't even find a kill. Nope, shut out. GCB goes down, Faith falls too, and unfortunately, that light is being blown out. Portugal are going to take map number 1.
Ireland versus Portugal. Ireland does need to win this to make it go to next map. They are running Tracer Sombra on Portugal. Ireland is running the Echo.
I mean, this is like another thing too, though, right? On that note, like Pharah or Echo, it's kind of like the same sort of play style, right? When you play the Echo, it's kind of like the twin sister, I suppose, for the side of the Pharah. Meanwhile, yeah, they both can fly. I mean, they're both played similarly in that regard, but obviously, you know, the cooldown. Actually, is the cooldown shorter for Echo? I'm not sure if I quite remember that, but you know, the
wait, this is pre-Echo nerf. I mean, buff actually. By the way, when Echo got like negative 25% to her ult now, so she gets her ult actually a lot faster. But she doesn't get ult in the.
So no peel can come through on a Synex, but the pocket is too strong. The supports of Ireland are doing a great job keeping that Echo alive, and they eventually find GCB with Ego on that D.Va. They found their space towards the point. They've already gotten
that's actually tough. That's actually tough. The D.Va's still not out of the mech, but they did get a tick. That's actually massive.
Irish loses his mech, but so does Ego. However, Portugal have worked their way back.
They got a tick and they got the D.Va out of mech. Hopefully they can take another team fight before the D.Va gets out of mech. Oh, she's dead. Never mind.
As Ego's going to jump off the map, perhaps resetting to get the mech back before Ireland can re-engage, but I mean, just surviving with this Ana healing coming from afar. You got the Brig heals as well. The D.Va securing the point so Ireland doesn't get too much cap. It's just really good discipline from Portugal. And now, Flamenzo's going to build the CMP. The Tracer duel taking place in front of our eyes. And thank you. That was good. We're heading out.
They back up. They don't want that. But that's what Pulse Bomb has built for Faith. Now we're back into 5 versus 5. Nano Tracer onto Kurama. Has the Pulse Bomb ready to go, but Diva Bomb zones him, so he has to play safe, but he doesn't! The Diva Bomb from Ego connects onto Faith, who was nanoed to the back line. Or, sorry, actually, it wasn't Nano in that fight, but he does get taken out by that Diva Bomb by Ego. The Nano was using somebody else, but now Nano onto the Echo on that front line. So Ireland's still trying to win this fight,
nanoed their
Portugal
Echo?
has lost Rod in that fight. Ego eventually connects onto Nut. Faith now back into the fight after dying to that Diva Bomb previously. The copy Diva Bomb comes through. Sinex eventually gats him down to the copy.
Winnable?
Faith is there as well.
No,
so
I don't think this is winnable. Is this winnable?
Here on the point as well.
Holy
as
shit!
So
Faith is literally rolling
into this fight after picks from Sinex and Faith. They've worked their way in. Can anybody touch for Portugal? It doesn't look like it. Ireland will cap point it.
This match is just an all-out brawl. Just both teams back and forth. Just when you thought Portugal find an advantage, finding some picks there with Ego's self-destruct. Ireland, they claw themselves back with Faith Tracer and Pure Irish on the Diva as well. Just spectacular play by Ireland securing point A here. And now you want to build some momentum with the point B here, trying to push aggressively with the Tracer and the
Let's go Ireland. Ain't no way, bro.
Portugal stop them in their pace?
Yeah, this is absolutely an insane, brawl on both sides. I'm getting lost in some of these damn fights. Tracer got nailed on the other side. I'm just confused on who was nailed in that fight, but Ireland did get the hack.
Wait, did he just curse? I thought you couldn't curse in the Overwatch League.
Back up now, does have the Overwatch ready to go. Kurama with the EMP does have this Pulse Bomb ready to go on the flank with the rally. They can play aggressive, but they haven't been able to find any kills. The supports are doing a great job on the side of Ireland, keeping everybody healthy. Nanoboost comes through, so now they are on the aggression. Portugal goes incredibly low, have to back up, but Sinex is there with the grenades. GCP as well connects on a Flamenzo, and eventually Portugal are going to reset, even though it seemed like the fight was going in their favor originally.
Yeah, Sinex cleans up with this Echo, and this is looking like a real strength for Ireland. No surprise, they picked Numbani. This is what they feel most comfortable with, and now Dissel has to be careful on this high ground. Not going to get picked off, but it did look worrisome.
I was completely like an idiot last time when they picked like 3 matches in a row
here for Team Ireland.
Antarctica and then Watchpoint Gibraltar when they get a losing team actually picks the map. Okay.
Team's catalyst too. Drops in, but the Pulse Bomb onto the shield though. Nice work from Rod to disengage that. Nano Boost again onto Tracer of Kurama. Is he able to find any kills? The copy Diva Bomb was there. Actually, sorry, Sinex eventually got the neck, but also gets the slam on the remake as well from Sinex. The Diva Bomb did find a kill on the other Diva, but that was not enough to stop
disrespect, bro.
And eventually, Ireland are now in this third phase and are looking for the stagger kill of Kurama.
3 minutes 30 seconds left on the timer, heading into point C here. You used a lot of ultimates to secure point B there, but of course it's going to be worth it. Portugal swapping over to the Ramada now, realizing that they just can't go head-to-head in this duel. But it's going to be hard to play Ramada against this composition. Sinex and Faith, they're going to try to out-navigate him and get to this backline.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I will say maybe in their favor is the geometry, right? I guess it's like a little bit more of a linear point.
Echo copy Bob, no.
Bob
is not a playable character.
Eventually, oh my god, that beam almost took Ego out, but he does a good balance between his shield. Now the D-Bomb comes out, though, because no shield was here, and he's booped into it.
Pure Irish!
Pure Irish in the nice flail from Rod, or from the backline of GCP to enable that.
They're gonna close this one out. Not test the Nano Boost. Flamenzo has to hit a huge EMP here.
Yeah, he has to hit this EMP coming back into the fight. It does connect onto one, but it's immediately nanoed from Nut, so damage reduction comes through on a Sinex as well as a lot of damage on his side, but the rally as well from Portugal was committed. So with that, they back up, but they disengage it and take out Kurama, whose movement wasn't good enough to deal with Sinex, who is now melting the front line. And Anthony comes through in a Pulse Bomb as well. Pure Irish connects on a Dizzle, who was taken low because of it. And now Ireland, they've been able to come back through.
2 minutes and 13 seconds is actually pretty decent time, too.
They've made some great adjustments now on Dubon.
Oh, they're looking good playing this Tracer and Echo composition. Just a fantastic disengage off the EMP, and then the re-engage, the biotic grenade from Nut, just coming in clutch, hitting 2 people as well, and then you clean those folks up. This is looking really good for Ireland. And Portugal find themselves a little bit lost here on map 2.
But now Portugal on their attacking side still opting to run towards that Diva like you mentioned, and also Flamenzo on the Sombra to help Kurama in this dive. Eventually gets him in this back line, but Faith now has the supports. However, they have set up Kurama on this backline flank towards that back halls. Ireland is aware of that, so they kind of have a decision to make to either go for a lot of this peel, or go for the dive. An anti-unite comes through from Dizzle, connects onto the back line, but Ireland are playing around.
Is there any more wildcard matches after this? After this day, I don't think so. I think today's the only day for wildcard matches. Next month, someone said June 7th is the start of the actual brackets. So we'll be probably streaming those days.
Does find Sinix on that front line as well.
J-Baby, appreciate the massive prime sub, my friend.
Back through this with some nice plays individually from Ireland. They now have
and
that
yellow. Appreciate the massive 3 months. Sorry.
More here towards the mini.
Vampy, appreciate the massive prime sub.
Find a kill, but they've at least pressured them off. Does Ireland now go for the re-engage last second? They do not. They want to now hold this court.
Kurama doing what it does best, finding these first picks, throws away the pulse bomb, doesn't find a pick just there, but Ireland doing the decision to hold strong here. They don't want to go in and recontest. They'd rather hold this corner, not with the nano boost. It's going to unleash it, perhaps onto Sinix. Can they get any value?
I don't. Yeah, the nano into Sinix, or it probably won't happen. But a nano brig is actually not a bad play.
Hey, why not? There it is.
So close. They go for the nano on the Echo. They go aggressive, but unfunnily, they do get hacked on that front line. Sinix gets hacked.
If Ireland actually wins this fight and spawn camps them, that's going to be massive.
Previously, in fact, they take down Rod's shield and find that kill. Nice work from them to set up that Diva Bomb Pulse Bomb play, but Dizzle does eventually find Sinix, who was a bit too aggressive on that front line. They have to back up. EMP now is available for Portugal.
You can see the Tracer flanking right now.
Scrappy. They want to surround while they stop
but
this.
But Portugal's going to roll this. Portugal has all their ults.
The entire time.
Yep.
EMP Pulse Bomb connects from Portugal on the inside as Ireland attempted to come up with some sort of play here, but now 4 minutes
But the next fight, Portugal's only going to have one ult.
On a tear.
Ireland's going to have two.
by Flamenzo there. But
Sinix is going to have to fucking pop off with his ult.
This point B on Umbani, it's a difficult point to defend. So you want to take as many fights as possible, and it's a pretty decent stall there in the spawn for Ireland. So Portugal, they got 4 minutes on the timer here, but you just want to work this one down, right? You got the high ground coming out here. Let's see if Ireland can maybe stall them off there a bit.
Yeah, they're stalling on the top. Kurama does have to drop, though. Ireland aware of that cart space they have to worry about. The rally now comes out from Raw to keep Dizzle alive, but he gets age grenaded. Eventually comes back to his team, but he might have gone too low. Sleep Dart keeps him alive for just a second, but he does get traded out by Ego. So nice work from Portugal to send the disengage on the inside. Now a copy. Diva Bomb lands onto the cart, but unfortunately finds nothing.
USA hasn't played. No, this is wildcard.
Or actually, GCP's not here. It's just Sinix and
This is basically
on the cart. Sinix gets hacked.
There's like
looks like it's another team fight win for them as they capture.
There's two brackets.
And this
Each
is looking even faster than Ireland. You got 4 minutes, 40 seconds on the timer. Kurama with a pulse bomb, and he's been playing fantastically so far this series.
The games to decide who fills up
maybe
those
isolate the target that Kurama can maybe bring down with him. This is
so
tough
two
for Ireland
teams are not going to make it.
Stability yourself.
In one bracket, Iceland made it.
To a pulse bomb or a
and who else made it? Chat.
Unfortunately, the pulse bomb
Iceland and
land only onto the shield of Ireland. So
Finland.
they found maybe a bit
Iceland and Finland made it on, and then
still setting up.
I think Denmark and probably whoever wins this is going to move on.
Ireland now waits towards the cart. They got that nano boost still readily available. Not opting to use it. Dizzle's building up to his as well. EMP from Flamenzo is in a perfect spot, but no kill is found from it. It's disengaged eventually. Kurama, though, does find Faith. A sleep dart as well. Connects onto Sinix to give them these kills. Portugal do a great job individually and mechanically on the front line, too.
Yeah, you're not going to kill two supports right there.
They're looking for the delay. Nut does
this is actually a good game. If they cap it with 3 minutes.
She does. They do have this re-engage reinforcement.
One more fight here, and Pure Irish is going to be the last one to spawn. You maybe need Sinix to touch here on the Tracer. It's going to be Faith.
Going to be Faith to touch back in just a second. He's there to touch. Leap Dart does come through. Nano Boost now onto Kurama yet again to try to find the Ana in the spawn, but they've
Wait a minute, the Sombra's trying to... No way, no way. The Sombra got the other Sombra and the spawn doors on the right side. Did you guys see that? No way.
He does use it, but they have the cart to play around. Pulse bomb from Sinix does equalize it. So now we're in a 4 versus 4. Also, the Diva Bomb found Ego's mech. Eventually gets found by Sinix too. So last second, Ireland come back to stop the push of Portugal.
A great hold there, and the self-destruct from Pure Irish gets the value. Kurama looking for the
after this chat, we are going to do a video for YouTube, so get ready for that.
Ireland's playing better than a lot of Overwatch.
We're gonna do
don't
Wrecking Ball 1v5 and 1v10.
No, he does it a little too early.
Ain't no way.
A little too early for
Yeatle
him.
has
comes back to his team.
said he's not busy.
Gotta respect the effort from him. Now comes for that right side flank.
They have EMP here, Dustin.
So I need 5 bronze players and then 10 bronze players later.
So does Flamingo on the other line.
Oh my god, what was that pulse bomb? Come on, dude. You gotta cap. There's only 2.5 minutes, and that's the pulse bomb you do? Ain't no way, bro.
Support ultimates for Portugal, so Ireland kind of using the ultimates to their advantage. Fade does get hacked while he was about to EMP. No way. But
did he just go for 15 HP fucking EMP? That's ballsy.
He's not able to help his team find the value. Kurama also finds GCB. Cynex does trade back Ego, but now Portugal still in this fight. Kurama was, I believe, slept dart, but he does find Nut as well after coming out of it. Suzu towards the cart to keep them healthy. No tank on either side just yet, but another sleep dart on the Cynex. Eventually, they have the nade here too. In Portugal, they're finding the kills. They have everybody else here. In 1 minute and 49 seconds left, we have a match on our hands.
Appreciate the massive 1,000 bits. Yeah, you can finish One Piece in 1 to 2 days.
This is going to be an all-out brawl. And Ireland, they're on the ropes here, Dustin. They need to win this map if they want to keep their World Cup.
We have a game, though, chat. We have a game. This is out of all the games we watched. This is by far the closest one.
Now they get to go to attack yet again. So they're coming back now onto Ireland, who was literally just on the defense. Now Portugal playing a similar composition as they did previously will opt to go through the main potentially as Cynex looking to lock down that
anyways, Portugal's sticking with the Sombra Tracer. Ireland is sticking with the Tracer
on that
Echo.
Back flank to maybe get a dive onto Nut and GCB like they did previously. Now Ego comes through to take some space on the top, but he does get poked down. Nice pressure on Ego. Forces him to drop, come back for the health pack, and also that's no ult charge for him too, because he's grabbing that health pack.
Oh, that Echo should not be dying first, bro.
The supports could not heal him. It was such an awkward angle for Ireland as Cynex dropped down. Unfortunately, floated down to the wrong angle. GCB, though, does find 2 Dizzle and Rod, but Kurama comes back to find GCB, who went aggressive, and now Ireland has made this scrappy. Portugal still sends some people towards the point. Kurama's here to then pressure Ireland back after the lost GCB, but guess who is here? It's Cynex in this fight. Kurama does have that pulse bomb, but he doesn't have recall.
They did manage to get a tick, so it's not tieable anymore. They did manage to get a tick. It's either a win or a loss for either team.
They recognize they have to go for a play. Nut goes into the back line, finds some Bionade, and GCB on the brig capitalizes, gets 2 picks themselves. Now,
wouldn't Echo be a bad pick against the D.Va? No, not if you get the D.Va half HP, then the Echo can literally just use her beam to do 2 times the damage and get her out of mech. I think it still does 2 times the damage, does it, chat?
That could be the difference maker as 20 seconds now tick down, but he has to deal with the Tracer. Battle Faith looking for it, decides to not take the Tracer.
And you can't defense matrix the beam.
Can he find the kill where GCB block it again? There's another
he could have stuck the brig, bro!
But it's Cynex to find the kill. Kurama's pulse bomb cannot find value. Cynex comes back for him too, and they do have some tick percentage, 54%. Ego drops out.
Actually, they both can tie if they still go to 6. Actually, I was not talking about if they cap. But notice how they have 54.5% on the point. If you get a tick on the point, you cannot tie that tick.
It's the percentage
if they didn't get a tick,
for Team Ireland.
And then the other team full holds, that could be a draw.
I mean, you got 2 minutes
no team got more than 33.3%.
This is a hard point to attack here, Dustin. And, you know, often teams find themselves
since the team got
in a bit of a hiccup trying to secure point A.
Now it's either a win or a loss for either team.
You have 45 or 54.
If Ireland doesn't get more than 54.5,
if you're
they
Portugal,
lose. If they do,
they
win.
You know kind of when you have to touch the point. You know when you can.
And I'm pretty sure
have
if
some
you
time
cap all
to go
points anyways and go 6-6,
etc. Right? So both teams here with an opportunity to win this map.
I've seen King's Row games go very, very high.
Qualification on the line, Johnny. It just seems like, you know, even though they have such a decent time bank compared to Portugal, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on these players right now. And you know better than anybody.
They can't get the same percent tick. I have never seen a game in my life where both teams go 54.5 and 54.5 on a point.
Max 3 fights to really
unless
use
someone
here
has seen that before. I've never seen that before.
Perhaps you want to spend some of that time building a nano boost. Okay, well, if you don't get value from your nano boost,
after you cap second point and you push the cart through that little door,
and this is Team Ireland
actually tie on a payload
their
map.
tournament life. They need to win this map in order to be able to advance in the World Cup.
Not on a hybrid.
Yeah, Ireland trying to take over, come through. 2 minutes left. Also, look at this. I believe it's Flamenzo in that backline, or was in the backline, now recalls.
Wayne, I appreciate that after 2 months.
Actually waiting to set up that hack or just poke out some pressure while Cynex on the front line. is looking for a dive target with his D.Va potentially just biding their time. But in fact, it's Portugal that want to go first because Flamenzo's going for the hack. But I
have tied on a Dorado on that before, exactly like I just described. That's why I know it's possible.
4 versus 5. Flamenzo's trying to get healthy, come back into it, but Ireland has their unit the entire time. Rotating towards the point. Now they have everybody here. They're all healthy as well. Portugal are going to need to find 1 kill. That's already 1 tick. They come through now. Ego does touch the point, but now he's melted down. Comes down to the high ground. Doesn't have the heals. Dizzle, though, does find face, so that could equalize it. Flamenzo also takes down Cynic, so Ego did lose his mech and eventually die.
Oh, no. Come on, Ireland. Ireland has 1 minute and 15 seconds to get a tick. They already have a tick.
Portugal.
This is
You're
big.
Thinking they're
this is big. They only need to get...
Wow, Ego
like,
can't
what is that,
contest the point anymore, but they find
now?
the picks in the back line that's able to bring it back. 1 minute remaining for Ireland to capture this point and keep their World Cup hopes alive.
Ireland can fucking win this.
That was scary. Now Ireland, get hacked too.
That's bad.
That's another stack.
Okay, Ireland's actually throwing, bro. Actually, no way. What a big sleep.
Been on fire since map number 1 to give them that kill, but do they want to
what
wait
a
for
fucking
Cynic?
sleep by Nut.
That was a lot of their damage. They're going to wait here in the main.
That was a big Nut.
EMP?
Portugal, same thing. EMP from Flamenzo on the front line. They lose Pure Irish so damn fast. So now he's out of mech. Does he want to die fast, or does he get staggered?
30 seconds, Chad. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Portugal did use their EMP. They are coming up with 4
seconds here,
ults.
and you need to wait for Pure Irish. Faith
Ireland is almost at 5
ults. The point. You can't die here. Portugal already putting pressure on them, and they have a
Their Echo's 1 HP. Holy shit! If that Echo died, that would have been a big throw.
Like you said, Kurama does.
They're looking for the Tracer.
Stopping the flank. They're looking for this flank to touch the point. They want to stop it before it potentially can happen. Maybe they're going to put an end to them early. Tries to pulse bomb the recall. That was greedy. Flamenzo got the kill though.
But he got the kill. Why is he waiting for the recall?
Towards the end, try to go for something cheeky. That's already 1 kill. Now Nut tries to go to the point. They're down 1 member. The rally comes through on the front to keep him healthy. The sleep dart lands on 2.
No. Oh my god! They couldn't kill the
also
Nut.
Connects on the Pure Irish.
That's it.
Ego onto
That's
1 more.
Portugal
are
wins.
shutting down Irish last second. There's no more Ireland in
Portugal
the World Cup. They will be eliminated.